Hey, what's up guys? DiplexHeated here again. Welcome back to Call to Arms. We're trying out a World War II mod today, and I'm super excited to be bringing you this Omaha Beach landing video. That's right. So this is the first or only World War II mod for Call to Arms as far as I'm concerned. It's currently private. It might be public later on. I'm not sure. The developer has given me access, which I'm very thankful for, and I'll be following this mod over the upcoming weeks with updates. He plans to add more assets to it. Currently, it's sort of like a big compilation. It adds vehicles from all kinds of World War II mods from Manowar Assault Squad 2. It adds units from Rob's Realism mod, Totaler Krieg, you name it. Now, as far as I'm concerned, when it comes to mods, there can be certain issues when taking content from other mods and adding them to your own. It is not commercial, but I believe it's good to have some sort of written permission to do so, hence why this mod isn't public yet. It isn't public, it's a private mod. You can pretty much mix and mash things as you like, as far as I'm concerned. And if it is going to be public in the future, then I'm sure that will all be sorted out. I have personally done some adjustments to it myself, such as by adding the sounds from the Ultimate Sound mod that you can find over on the workshop for Manowar Assault Squad 2. I recognize plenty of these units from Rob's Realism mod. However, I don't think that the units themselves come from Rob's Realism mod. I think they come from another AAA titled game, such as Day of Defeat. I think the US soldiers remind me of that quite a lot. He's planning on adding the developer that is for this mod, assets from the Rising Sun mod, which is a Pacific mod that Dono's Realism mod has some assets from. He's also planning on using Totaler Krieg units and a bunch of other things. There's plenty of vehicles from World War II Chronicles so far. It's a really big mod. It was 8 gigabytes once I downloaded it, so that's quite hefty. But today we're just doing a quick preview of it. Obviously with Call to Arms there are certain benefits that come from the engine, such as, you know, the way graphics are handled and sounds and everything, so it's quite nice to see a World War II mod for Call to Arms. I have done some modifications to the visions and human files. That doesn't mean anything to you, I'm sure, but for those of you who are familiar with the game files behind Manowar Assault Squad 2 and the games from the similar engine, know that those two files determine how the AI function, and I've done some changes to ranges and vision and overall behavior, so we're going to get a pretty good display out of this. I'm sure that the field down below that we are currently, well, the beach rather, will be littered with dead invaders and dead defenders later on too, of course, up in the hills. So anyway, without further ado, you guys really don't care, I think. Something tells me that half of you just want to see action, and I don't blame you. That's why you're here, right? So let's slow this down, let's click start, and let's do a Normandy beach invasion, beach landing, US Rangers. This could very well be Omaha. It could, I'm not entirely sure what Utah looked like, but some of the beaches were shorter, some of them were longer, some were steep, some were low, right onto the mainland. It all varies, but let's let the AI do its own job here, and let's watch. We've got about 2 waves of American infantry. We've also got some armor coming in once they've secured the shingle, so that should make for a pretty action-filled video. So yeah, this mod is currently private. It's got plenty of assets from other mods compiled into this sort of mod compilation for Call to Arms. It might be public in the future, and I am not sure if more permissions to use this content that comes from the other mods are needed, but we'll find out in time. For now, just enjoy the action. This is one of the best D-Day scenarios I've seen so far. It really works well. The damage model is slightly nerfed, so to speak. Guns don't do as much damage as I've seen them do in mods such as Totaler Krieg and Rob's Realism mod, which is kind of nice because it kind of adds more to the battle itself, makes them longer lasting. I'm not sure if the accuracy has been tempered with too much with when it comes to the guns, but overall pretty good. Ranges are up at 200 for all of the weapons. which allows for some pretty cool cross-map engagements. We've got an MG42 opening up back here. Looks pretty cool. And the muzzle flashes that come with Call to Arms is just awesome. That looks really cool. We've got troops all over this area opening up now. That is awesome. We need to get to the shingle, Captain. That's really cool. I like all the troops covering behind the obstacles and moving up, you know, and taking fire. Lots of sand being kicked up. But yeah, the effects from Call to Arms are really cool. The muzzle flashes look great. And the overall lighting, sorry, and graphics just really add to the experience. So that's some cool beach landing combat right there. We've got a couple of casualties. Not too many that litter the field, but there's plenty of casualties for your eyes to feast on if you're into dead bodies and all that kind of stuff. On the German side, there's quite a few too, obviously. Most of the frontline defenders have been killed. We've got plenty of Germans further up that are going to be taking some fire sooner or later, so I'm just overall quite excited to land the second wave. Alright, armor has been deployed. Dog 1 is open. Oh, that's awesome. And more troops are arriving here to support the armor. And the first wave of men who will land at the beach. Oh, look at that. That Sherman 75 firing back there in the distance is just a really nice sight. Let's move. And we're going to let AI do most of the controlling. Obviously, this being a beach landing and the AI not being, you know, all possessing the intelligence of Einstein. We have to do a little bit of controlling here. And seeing as the German defense is quite rigid and concrete. Plenty of concrete obstacles, as a matter of fact. We're going to do put a little magic spell here on the US troops attacking, just so that we can receive a bit of an historical outcome, but we're not going to do anything crazy. We're not going to be calling in any F22 Raptors or anything like that. But anyway, here come the Shermans. And guns sound amazing. You're going to... Oh, look at the muzzle flashes from the 50 cal and 30 cal below. That is... Oh, it's great. Oh, he's dead. That did look really cool, though. Alright, guys, we've got armor support. Let's bring out the men. I wish there was a icon or like a button for disbanding the squad so that all the troops would act on their own. Because squads can be a little annoying when it comes to letting the AI do their own job, and especially your own men. We'll have to hope we don't get hit by too many AT grenades, but... if we get too close, I'm most certain we will. Oh man, we're taking still a bunch of casualties down here. We need to clear out the right side a bit, because that's going to be a murderous flank for our right side. Okay, let's get our troops through. Let's see how many will die. Oh god, that's a bad idea. Get back, get back, get back. Okay, there's this place is crowding. That's what we kind of need. So far, so good. I wonder if we can... No, there's too many troops in this trench right here. And so far... Oh! He just pulled up an AT grenade. I saw that. Backed up right in time. Man, this is some pretty serious action going on right now. The 50 caliber machine guns, 30 cals from the Sherman is just tearing up the enemy defense. Boom! So far, what are you guys thinking of this World War II mod for Call to Arms? I'm thoroughly enjoying it. Let's back up the Sherman to provide some covering support. Holy shit! Man, the Germans have been grinding up some American beef on this side. That sounded rather gross. Oh, you bastard. Man, it's been a real kill house over on this side. Way too many GIs have died trying to get up on the left flank. I guess we'll have to nickname that flank someday. They turned our left flank to flank steak. I mean, absolutely. Lots of German guns facing down on that side. Now there's grenades and there's some nasty close quarter combat on this side too. We have the manpower for now. I knew this wasn't going to be an easy day. I'm going to do some more tank controlling because Call to Arms has a really cool way of doing that. We got efficiency on the right side and you got plenty of stats. And it turns it into a bit of a first-person shooter game too, which is really cool. I don't get why the silhouette stuff comes online all the time. Oh, that's a cool grenade sound. It just does. Come on, man. What's up with it? American weapons kind of suck dick in this mod for some reason. I've just noticed. Based on the casualties, and the Germans are just cutting us down. We're gonna need more waves of reinforcements to make this get this a realistic outcome. And I feel like whether I control the air or not, we're all getting massacred. So looks like that might just be what we have to do. All right, guys, a third wave of American troops have landed. And together with the armored support, they're going to try and make it up the shingle, up the wall, rather, the beach wall here, and secure the inner defenses. I'm a big sucker for realistic outcomes, at least when I'm trying to reenact some realistic battles. When we're doing line defense videos and other random battles, you know, between factions, I don't really care about the outcome, whether it's a Russian victory, American victory, German victory, hell, even a Haitian victory, you know, if we're doing some crazy Pacific stuff, or not Pacific, but Caribbean stuff, or whatever you want to call it. But anyway, when it comes to this, some people seem to have different opinions about me spawning in troops, and whether you like it or not, some troops were spawned in before the battle was even started. You know, I could have just increased that number, and it would have been a lot easier to win, and I wouldn't have gotten a single comment about how there were too many troops in the field. Because apparently when they're spawned in off the start, it doesn't hurt, but once you spawn them in during the actual game or battle itself, it's apparently, you know, like the whole world is going under. Some people are just ridiculous and pathetic. But anyway, not talking to you guys. Talking to the odd idiot that comes by my videos by accident, I presume. I don't try and attract idiots with my videos. But anyway. In the end, isn't the action the most important thing here? And as far as I'm concerned, the action is pretty cool. Okay, this is going to be fun. How do we do this? Oh man, that STG-44 is crazy. Can I drive a tank down this hill? I think I can. No, it doesn't really want to. Rangers, lead the way. You guys are going on a grenade spam mission. Okay, not you. You guys are having a siesta back there. That must be Ramos and Rodrigo's platoon. Having the siesta. Alright, let's drop some nades. And let's get into the party. Are you just gonna stand there? Man, what is up with the AI on the friendly side? Oh, that STG-44 is just superior. It is just superior in all kinds of ways. We're still clearing out some of the bunkers down here, but we got plenty of troops to send up. This is kind of interesting. I like a little bunker clearing. Man, that STG-44 is outrageous. I mean, I gotta get down. I gotta get some troops into position. Oh, that's nice. And even with the firepower that I consider to be superior on this side here, the American side, obviously we've got a lot more troops. It's just the German accuracy just seems to be winning the fight today. Although we're in casualties, that is. Look at that guy with his Gewehr. It's just killing us. Is he dead? Yes. That's been cleared. Let's move up. We got troops to kill up here. They're not going to surrender. Let's move up the Sherman too. It wants to have fun. I think the Shermans were a nice little addition, judging by how strong and vigorous these... strong and crazy strong the Germans are in this current situation right now. They got a couple of K98s back here. They're dead accurate. There we go. And that is it, guys. Let's take a look at casualties. Yes. We'll show the German in yellow and the Americans in red. That is a rather crazy display. Probably a good 500, 600 Americans died taking this. I dare say that about 60 to 100 Germans died. It's about 5 Americans for every German. Probably a bit more, judging by the casualties on the side. Quite a lot down on the beach, too, but not as crazy. A couple of troops standing around here guarding the entry. But I hope you guys didn't mind the Sherman support. I thought it was great. Wanted to show off some muscle flashes and explosions. And overall, just a pretty cool battle. There goes my phone. Someone's calling me. So I'm going to wrap this video up, and I'll see you guys soon again. Let me know if you want to see more of this Call to Arms gameplay. Bye.